We're back. We're back, guys. I'm gonna load the video up on my phone. My boy had got in here, and I didn't even know. Um, wait, am I on my profile? I ain't gotta look my name. No, I don't have to look my name up if I'm on my profile. All right. So we got Avengers Doomsday. Let's get right into it. I had meant to check it just to see who were online in the last one. I just forgot. Anyways, here we go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfire's. Now, if you've been following channels like mine for the last couple of months, you know we've had a ton of recent updates about Avengers 5 Doomsday. It starts filming next month, and if the casting reports have been true, there are a ton of OG Avengers returning from the Infinity Saga, including some who haven't been present in real recently, like Scarlet Witch Elizabeth Olsen and Chris Evans' Captain America. Well, there were comments recently made by Benedict Cumberbatch that his Doctor Strange would be skipping this next Avengers movie, but have a huge role in Avengers Secret Wars, and it turns out that he might have been just a little confused about Doctor Strange's role in the rest of the multiverse saga and when he's supposed to be at work or on set next. This reported by Business Insider. Apparently Benedict Cumberbatch messed up. We're going to break down this latest report, what he said about it, and now where we know Doctor Strange will be showing up next in the MCU, and why this makes a lot more sense than his previous comments. Quickly first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner. In fact, we've got several with all of the drops Marvel's doing in the next 60 days. Again, all you got to do is be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so as I just mentioned in the prologue, Business Insider. That's right, Business Insider. I think this is the first time they're making an appearance as a source on my channel. We're the ones to reveal that Benedict Cumberbatch and his recent comments about not appearing in Avengers 5 Doomsday may have been a little mistaken because the character will actually be there. This is as reported by Screen Rant, where they go on to say, quote, "Speaking with Business Insider, Benedict Cumberbatch seemingly confirmed that Doctor Strange will be in Avengers 5 Doomsday after all. Previously, the actor said that his Marvel character would only appear in Avengers Secret Wars, where he would have a central role. According to the actor, Doctor Strange did not make sense for the story of the next Avengers film. However, he might have misspoken. According to Benedict Cumberbatch, he was wrong, and Doctor Strange does..."
Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality? We got you.
Does have a role in Avengers Doomsday's story. To make it even funnier, his literal quote was, quote, "I got that wrong. I am in the next one. Don't ever believe anything I say." Now, if you're wondering to yourself how in the world he could have missed the fact that he's got to be on set in about literally 45 days to film on what's going to be one of the next biggest movies of his career, probably because the story's been in flux, and at one point what he said might have actually been true. They're still working on the script. They're going to be working on the script after they start filming, so there was a chance at least at one point he wasn't a part of the movie and they decided he should be. But man, this makes so much more sense for where we last left off with Doctor Strange and Clea entering the Dark Zone, and I would be willing to bet that this confirmation that we will see Doctor Strange in the next movie means that Charlize Theron is going to be in Avengers Doomsday as well, because the last we saw they were together. It would make sense to pick up with him somewhere relatively close to that, or at least him explain what happened in the fallout of those events leading to them discovering what's really behind the incursions. It's actually Doctor Doom, not Doctor Strange or Wanda or anything else. Now, there's a real possibility that some of the stuff that we had heard in an early plot leak for Doctor Strange 3 about Clea being part of the Black Priests and them already knowing about Doctor Doom as the cause of incursions and them wanting to go ahead and eliminate, say, 616 or some of the key worlds in order to sort of head him off, that could actually play a part in early Doomsday, setting up what's going on, and I think this makes a lot more sense for the flow of the storyline than including that part in Doctor Strange 3, which at this point, if it does come out, would come out after Avengers Doomsday, but before Secret Wars. And before we start wading into what the slate may look like and what that secret film in February may be, if that date is still even valid anyway, I think more likely the case, though, you needed Doctor Strange at the beginning, or at least in part of Avengers 5, so that they could deal with the multiverse of it all, because he's really been the character character that when we deal with the multiverse, he's at the corner of it, and certainly the character who's a conduit to what's going to be one of the most important superheroes as we head into Marvel's Secret Wars in America Chavez. Look, we already know there are limited characters in the multiverse that can travel it at will. Kang apparently seemed to be one of them, and now we're hearing that perhaps Reed Richards is going to be one of them as well. And while we know that the Fantastic Four is going to set up some of that stuff between their universe and the 616, we also know that Monica Rambeau is trapped in a secret X-Men universe that is now learning that the multiverse exists. Good chance is that none of those X-Men have a way to travel it, or Monica Rambeau would have already returned to the 616. America Chavez is going to be absolutely key. Doctor Strange is the reason she was introduced into the MCU in that corner, so it's like, gotta be him. There's no way he wasn't going to be in this movie. It was so confusing for him to say, yeah, I'm skipping that one, because it's like, well, what are you going to do then? Tell that part of the story as a prequel for the early part of Doctor Strange 3? Now, what this ultimately means about the third Doctor Strange movie, I don't think it sheds any light on that. I think that movie is just as likely to come after Secret Wars. They're just as likely to only have Spider-Man between the two Avengers films. As for this mystery date in early 2026, I'm not sure that it's still valid, and it's kind of hard to tell there because Marvel Studios was in such flux with their slate, changing things around, whether that date was released as the most recent and after their updates at D23, it literally came a week after in Variety, or if they're just going to scrap that again and have Spider-Man be the only movie between the two. Any movie that would come out or needs to be produced is going to be so under the gun to operate perfectly between the two Avengers films, and it has a potential to cause more problems than explainers, especially considering that they will have to change things in that movie contingent on what they're changing about the two Avengers movies. I just don't see it being very conducive to a production that makes sense for a film as important as you would want it to be wedged between two Avengers and a Spider-Man film. So Doctor Strange 3 to me is still in the distance when they get there, and will probably be quite different than, again, the plot leaks we've been hearing early on, because I assume those elements are just going to be folded into scenes in Avengers 5 Doomsday. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below if you're like me and this makes a lot more sense to you, and what do you think now they should pivot into as a new villain and direction for Doctor Strange 3? I'm thinking that plays a lot more into the Midnight Suns of it all, which is a good ways off now, and maybe just too early to start talking about and speculating about. But you guys let me know in the comments, as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. We're just going to continue to do that until the PlayStation 5 Pro or the 6.
No. You, who ain't got a PS5, bro? You ain't got a PS5, get an Xbox Series S. That thing is dirt cheap, bro. That's like $200. Yeah, you can get a good one. I would even get one off eBay if it comes to that. Should get a good one on Walmart. Um, anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all for watching. We got